your home for everything Badgers. This is 1310 WIBA Madison, an iHeart radio station. Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin is on the air. Talking Golf is brought to you by American Family Insurance, TPC Wisconsin, Oak Park Place, Wild Rock Golf Club, Zimbrick Mercedes-Benz of Madison, also University Ridge Golf Course, Ridge Top Exteriors, Cleary Building Corp., and Nevada Bobs. Now from the new home of TPC Wisconsin in Madison, here are the hosts of Talking Golf. Member of the Wisconsin.Golf Hall of Fame, the legendary Dennis Tiziani, longtime Madison sportscaster Paul Braun, and Wisconsin sports veteran and statewide radio host Mike Heller.
Welcome to another edition of Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin in Madison, along with Dave McCann, our engineer, along with Mike Heller, Dennis Tiziani. I'm Paul Brown.
Nate is ready.
I tell you what, we're getting down to the point where we're on the latter part of the season here.
Don't want to hear it.
You don't want to hear it?
I don't like fall, and I don't like the coming of winter. I just want to keep playing and keep talking on Mondays, but we got 5 more shows, right, tonight, and then 4 after this?
4 more. Yep, and then we're done.
All right.
I'm okay with it. I've had enough of you.
You had enough?
I had enough of you
Okay,
guys.
well, you know how that feeling is. Mutual.
You know
Right
what?
here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, maybe Mike and I feel the same way, too.
Oh,
you know?
don't. You can get rid of the maybe.
The predicate was
I tell you what,
maybe.
we have a full slate on the show tonight. Nate
we do.
Pokrass, who's in charge of the American Family Insurance Championship, that'll be here next June, is going to be on in a couple of minutes. And we'll answer, hopefully, some of the questions that all of us are getting, like where are the bleachers going to be? What about parking? What about people in the condos? And all of those kind of things. We'll go down a little bit of that list. Gary D'Amato's at the State Open up in Minocqua Country Club. Mario Tiziani is going to be joining us. Mario is also involved with the tournament, but more importantly, he is getting closer, Dennis, to making the top 36.
Yep. Yeah, he's.
He had a great tournament over the weekend.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He bogeyed 3 par 5s. I won't tell him that, and I'm
Well,
sure
he
he's
knows
not listening. But bogeyed 3 par 5s. Just think if he parred them, he wins.
You always talk about that. What are you doing when you? There's no reason that you shouldn't birdie a par 5, right?
At least par it.
There you go.
Oh, man.
And somebody else is going to stop by. That's Izzi Stricker.
Now you're cooking. Now you're cooking.
She's going to be with us at about 5:45 or 6:45, pardon me. She's headed to the university, and
she is,
will be competing on the UW team there.
Yeah. She's real good.
Yeah.
And
We got him.
We got Nate right
You
now.
bet. You
we
bet.
got Nate's with us.
He's a good boy, yeah.
He is?
This
guy?
Yeah.
Don't tell him I said that.
Well,
He's already heard that.
Did he
He's
hear?
already heard
Take
that.
it back. Take it back.
He's not only a good guy.
Good evening, guys.
Hey, Nate.
Good
how
evening,
are
guys.
Nate's not only a good guy, he's also left-handed, Nate. We got to stay together
right.
against these guys
you? Oh,
here.
boy, another lefty, huh?
I know. I'm a little nervous here about tonight. Dennis is already on Mario about his bogeys. So, boy, I got to make sure I'm ready to go here. He's tough. He's certainly not talking about the birdie streak he was on. He went right to the bogey.
Yeah.
So
Bogeys cost him.
we're gonna stay on birdie talk tonight.
All right.
You know what, Nate? I think he can handle his dad. Don't you think?
I'm pretty sure he's
Mario
got that
can?
covered.
He hangs up.
Yeah.
Let's start with.
I'll stay away from the kitchen table at family dinner.
Good choice.
Yeah, right.
Nate, let's start with just one area in particular. I know that Dennis gets, and obviously you're intricately involved, but people are starting to ask questions about the tournament coming here to TPC Wisconsin. And one of the big ones, one of the questions that you get the most, Mike, I don't think you'd disagree with this, is first of all, let's start with parking. How is that going to be handled, and is there adjustments that'll still be made before next June when the tournament starts?
Yeah, it's planning and operations of a tournament are always evolving, and we learned that in 2016 when we first started that we had a number of plans in place, and they evolved over the 11-month period or so once our team got together and started planning, late 2015 into 2016. So it always evolves. Now we're at our first draft of a plan, but we know it continues to move, it continues to evolve, and parking certainly one of those elements. We've got our eyes on a number of lots in the greater vicinity of TPC, Wisconsin. Still hasn't landed yet on exactly how it'll work out, but compared to University Ridge, we actually have more concrete space potentially at our disposal than we had before. Obviously, we had a lot of grass space at University Ridge that was set to water and rain and all that good stuff. But so concrete parking lots are always a good thing for us. So we got our eye on many. We'll work it out, but we'll also have an unbelievable bus shuttle system that's complimentary to all our guests and all our fans. That'll bring you right to the front door. So that'll still be in place, but we got a little bit of time. We'll get parking resolved by next May, so by the time everybody's ready to start thinking about the tournament, we'll have it ready to go.
Nate, when we visited earlier this summer, we talked about this. When the tournament launched less than a decade ago, obviously you were starting a brand new tournament. It's not like starting from scratch, but because it's a new venue, all of the infrastructure and the decisions on bleachering and where pedestrians cross and where they can be, that is all brand new. So you've had to kind of begin that part all over again.
Yeah, it really is. It's almost about 95% starting fresh. Our team knows how to run a professional golf tournament. We've showcased what our team and can bring together. But we have to take that and take what we've learned, but make it unique and bring it to life at TPC Wisconsin. Very different property, different side of town, different logistics. So, we know we'll continue to put on a great show for everybody, but we definitely have to look at every element of tournament operations, logistics, and rebuild that plan for this new venue.
And talking about logistics, Nate, for example, at TPC, could you potentially even have more bleachers than you had at UW Ridge simply because of the layout of the golf course, or could it be less?
No, it definitely won't be less. Everything that we built at University Ridge will get rebuilt in some fashion at TPC Wisconsin. So that's a great element from that standpoint. What I think is unique is tee to green is a little bit closer, as you guys know, at TPC Wisconsin compared to University Ridge, where we have two defined nines. So I think a unique element is some of our bleachers, hospitality venues. You'll have the opportunity to look at two different holes, 18s right by 16. Of course, right by 15, 1 and 10 are close. 1 and 10 tee are close to each other. So some of those elements are going to bring an added value and unique element to our venues. But the great thing is everything that fans got accustomed to at our previous location, they'll get rebuilt. Maybe just not at the exact same hole. We may reshuffle some of that element, but definitely all those amenities will be available to our fans.
Talking to Nate Pokrass, Tournament Director, AmFam Championship, which will be here at TPC Wisconsin June 6th, 7th, and 8th. Well, it's the entire week, but the tournament June 6th, 7th, 8th, 2025. Now, post-tournament this year, I think Steve talked about, and maybe he wasn't supposed to, but I think he let it slip a little bit, about a format change. Are we any further along the line of letting people know if indeed the tournament will be formatted differently?
Yeah, that's the unique element again of changing venues. It gives us an opportunity to look at all aspects. We started already here talking about operations, logistics, but also the player and caddy experience certainly gets evolved and make some changes and some enhancements to what the players and caddies will experience. Tournament format is also under consideration. Still got a lot of layers to go. There's a lot of elements to all things that come to life with the tournament in partnership with the PGA Tour. So a lot of conversations continue to evolve what the tournament will look like next year. It'll definitely be unique. It'll have its own unique environment compared to University Ridge. But a lot of that is still ongoing with the PGA Tour, and we continue to move forward that way.
Nate, something that I guess would be different here than at UW Ridge is there's a lot of condos in the immediate vicinity here and that kind of thing. Does that present any unique challenges for you in terms of bringing people in relation to where the condos are and the structure of the highway and that kind of thing?
Very much so. We want to be respectful of the neighborhood. Of course, TPC Wisconsin being right in the heart of the neighborhood on the north side, we want to be respectful of all the neighbors. So we want to minimize any inconvenience we provide to everybody. They still want to go about their day-to-day lives, and we certainly have that under consideration. And as we work with Madison Police Department and working on our traffic patterns and neighborhood associations, we're certainly going to be respectful of them, make sure they still have access to all their condos and their homes. At the same token, we need to put on a safe and secure PGA Tour Champions event as well. So we'll find that equal spot to make sure the neighborhood is comfortable, but also certainly we want to put on a great experience for our fans, and we want the neighbors to enjoy the tournament as well. You know, we've talked about it every year of how this tournament provides such great philanthropic impact to the community. Going to have a tremendous impact on the north side, both philanthropically and economically. So we want them to gain value from that. So we'll respect the neighbors, but we'll also put on a great tournament as well.
Yeah, Nate, that's one of the overriding. Something doesn't change. One thing absolutely doesn't change, and that's the benefactors of this tournament and the millions of dollars of money that goes towards the foundation that Steve and Nikki have put together and what AmFam is all part of. And that doesn't change, regardless of menu change. That is still the core principle of what you do.
Very much so. No matter what the venue we're at and all the different experiences that we'll provide this year in 2025 with the tournament, one core element remains the same, and that's philanthropic impact and economic impact. That is still the core foundation of PGA Tour Champions events, and we're certainly proud of that. And we're going to be excited to provide even more impact on the north side of Madison and continue to have that. So that doesn't change. We're going to be continuing and proud to support all these wonderful organizations doing great work in the community. At the same time, providing a fun and engaging professional golf tournament.
Nate, what is the economic impact? I know it changes from year to year, but I don't think people realize how significant and important that economic impact really is.
Yeah, over the course of our tournament from the first year, we're well over $100 million. That's had an impact on the greater Madison area. When you look at, of course, the hotel and the restaurant and the food and the employment elements that all come with bringing the tournament to life. Again, you know, we're constructing a sport venue. Takes 6 weeks to build it. We run a 1 week tournament, and then takes 3 weeks to tear down. That takes a lot of manual labor to bring that all to life, and that certainly has an impact on our community. So it truly does. It's got a really great continued growing impact, and we're excited to bring that to the north side of Madison as well.
This is something that evolves. You talk about the evolution of a tournament. Some of it can change based on weather. So I think I've asked you this in the past at University Ridge, but certainly not here. When we get to tournament time, who's involved in decision-making on course setup, tees, length, par threes, of those elements, and how much does the actual weather and the conditions the week of a tournament impact those decisions?
Yeah, it's kind of a group decision-making process. Of course, you've got the PGA Tour rules officials who are leading the charge on course setup and projected tee boxes, pin locations from there. But you've also, the PGA Tour brings an agronomy team that's in quarterly in advance, but then they come in 2 weeks before the tournament, helping to prepare the grounds ultimately for the tournament, looking ahead of weather. They bring a weather official in with them as well. So that whole group, on top of course, TPC Wisconsin's agronomy team will be involved, and then our tournament team. So there's a lot of conversation. What does the wind look like? What's rain looking like? That has an impact on tee boxes. That impacts a lot of our planning for where bleachers and hospitality that you guys were asking earlier on. We've had a first draft, and we spent some time talking with the PGA Tour rules officials and realized, okay, maybe certain tee boxes are going to get used. All right, now we need to redesign a venue maybe a little bit to make sure it accommodates players' flexibility at tee box. Pin locations on the greens, that kind of thing. So it's always evolving. We try to accommodate much of that on the front end, but once we hit advanced week of the tournament, leading into tournament week, there's constant conversation of what all that could have, weather could have an impact on the tournament.
Dennis, before we close it out with Nate, I want to ask you one, if you don't mind here, in terms of the actual course. You know the Ridge very well. You're obviously intricately involved with TPC. What kind of a challenge do you think this course is going to present for the player?
Well,
Go
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, well, first off, I was going to declare I'm not a professional golfer, so you take my word for whatever it is. But, from what I heard from the guys who came, who came in during the tournament last year and played a little bit over at TPC Wisconsin, when that wind blows, I think that's going to have a tremendous impact. Obviously, there's a little bit of water out there, so I think guys are really going to have to control their ball flight, control what they're doing, taking the left side or the right side out of play. So from a high handicapper's point of view, that's where I think it'll be. But Dennis, you're a little more in tune to that. Love to hear your thoughts as well.
Well, the course was designed for a tournament course. Now, what does that mean, right? I mean, the surrounds are a big item. The surrounds meaning those areas right around the greens. They integrate with the green itself. Different than some of the older courses, and a little bit different than what University Ridge is. That they're going to have to be really careful of pin position and where they put it on the green in order to putt well. That's where the scoring's going to be. Now, as far as some of these guys here, they hit it so far with lesser clubs. I don't think a driver's going to be played on every hole here. It's shorter off the tee and longer into the green. That's the way I see it. So he hit it on the head, though. If that wind blows, there's about 5 or 6 holes that are going to be right into the wind. Now, we're going around with Steve, and so I don't see where they're going to play from all the way back. There's some players that playing, the older guys, they're not going to be able to get it to the fairway. So they're going to have to be controlled. That's why you see the same guys on the leaderboard every week in the same place. There are younger guys with it further. If you look down the list, there's another whole bunch of guys that they've got this closed shop that they can play. So I just think it's going to be great. The pin positions are going to be very important. The speed of the greens, I know here we're going to keep them out at 11. That's what it's going to be all the time. I'm very conscious of that our people play the same speed green all the time. Now, we have the flexibility to go to 13 really quick. Well, I can see if the wind blows, as Nate is saying, and you go to 12 or 13, these guys are going to work for Outboard Marine, putt. That's what's going to happen. So we have to be careful. They have to be careful of that, too. But they're really on it. We're looking forward to this. I mean, this is phenomenal. Built a course with everybody involved. AmFam, their foundation, people here, the people from TPC. It is truly, a person just came to see me. Will you sit with me and talk with me and determine a outstanding hole, a signature hole? Can you give me one? Where would you go?
Where would you go?
There's a number of them.
Where would you go? So that's what I told him. I said, well, they're all 18 of them are like that. You can make it go. So it'll be up to those people that go ahead to do it. We're ecstatic about the fact of having the tournament here. It's a big item. I know our members are excited about having it here. I'm always concerned about, TPC, the bloom is going to run off that rose. Okay, what are we going to do to put the bloom back on again?
Yeah.
Well, every year I got a tournament.
We got a tournament.
Right? Yeah. And in 26, we could put a real bloom on.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about in 26.
You do too.
I think it has to do with one of the players on the tour.
Right.
Yeah.
He's 50 years old.
He will be.
But it's really great. And we've met with I know the AmFam people have been here a couple of times. And I have great confidence in what they're doing. I know most of the people on there and have known them for a long time. It's really going to be something.
All right, Nate, we're going to let you go, and we appreciate the update.
Yeah, thank you, Nate.
All the best.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Have a great evening. Look forward to talking again soon.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back with more at TPC Wisconsin after this timeout.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price. Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, a future rocket scientist, we have liftoff, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
TPC Wisconsin offers fantastic facilities for the whole family. They not only provide members with 18 holes of an elite golfing caliber challenge, but an Olympic-sized swimming pool, spacious accommodations for family gatherings, weddings, corporate business meetings, and a variety of programs for the junior golfers. Question is, are you up for the TPC Wisconsin fantastic facilities? Now's the time to tee up a TPC membership. Call 608-249-1000.
Hi, I'm Sean Cleary. When you construct a Cleary building, you become part of the amazing Cleary team we are so proud of. One thing to be aware of is when it's golf season, our team has a tendency to switch to golf lingo on the job site. Jim, you...
Gary is ready.
Still getting the best quality, the best. Hey, is that crane getting close to? 4! Go for the green with a new Cleary building, like the one at TPC Wisconsin.
Now is the time to take the short drive to Wild Rock Golf Club and experience championship golf in the heart of Wisconsin. Located in the Wisconsin Dells, this Herdston Fry masterpiece offers stunning views from elevated tee boxes with greens that roll fast and true. Cut from the natural beauty of the Dells, Wild Rock is sure to dazzle your senses. Secluded and sheltered from the outside world, Wild Rock is unlike any place you've played before. Come be part of the Wild Rock experience by booking your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com.
Are you in need of expert exterior renovations? Look no further than Ridgetop Exteriors. For over 22 years, we've been the trusted name in roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutter replacements. With a track record of excellence on our Google reviews, we take pride in transforming houses into dream homes. Visit us today at ridgetopexteriors.com for a free consultation. That's ridgetopexteriors.com. Ridgetop Exteriors, your trusted local affordable partners.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Oh, boy. Yeah, oh, boy is right. Back with you on Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. And we welcome in Gary D'Amato, who is up in Minocqua. This dude just travels wherever you want to be. You're in the best places on the planet when it comes to golf, and there you are at the Wisconsin State Open up in Minocqua this week. And give us a little summary. What are we learning in the early goings at the Wisconsin State Open?
Well, what I'm learning, Mike, is that if I ever come into money, if I win the lottery, I'm building a place up here. I mean, it is gorgeous up here.
Yeah.
And this is, but you can't afford a condo unless you're really wealthy because they're $1 million and up for the good places. But the golf course is great. I'd never seen Minocqua Country Club. Absolutely stunning. And we've got a really good leaderboard here in the 104th Wisconsin State Open. And can't wait for the next 2 days to see what happens.
Yeah, Gary, we thought that there would be, the last time we talked about this a week ago, we thought there would be some very good scores. It can be a scoreable golf course. What did you learn about that today?
Some short par fours, and I think, in the first round they need to get everybody around the place. And there are a lot of guys who haven't even played practice rounds here, so, there was some slow play at points, but so the scoring was good because I think they didn't hide the pins. That's going to happen later in the week. A bunch of guys, 5, 6, 7 under. Ross Thompson, assistant men's golf coach at Wisconsin, 8 under. He had 10 birdies, which you don't see in a state open very often or anywhere for that matter. And as I look at the leaderboard right now, there are 37 guys under par. So I don't expect 37 guys to finish under par after 72 holes. That's for sure.
Dennis, I want to bring you in on this along with Gary. The comment was made to me by your brother Larry that he thinks the scores potentially in this state open could be really good because the young guys who hit it a long way, There is some forgiving fairways there, right? Where they can kind of turn it loose. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, he's right about those people that do it, but it's probably one of the, not probably, it probably is one of the best courses that I've played in the state of Wisconsin. People don't even know about it. It's private. We play up there, of course, when we go up there, Steve and I and the kids, and I think it's really good, but it's borderline easy because of the width of the fairways. The greens are not that undulating. Once you get a lay of the land of where the river is down over here, that's where it's, once they get going, the players will get it. But when you're hitting short shots, pitching wedges into these greens, it's going to be hard there to even hide the pin. So the scores are going to be low.
Gary, I mean, that's kind of a dovetail to the previous question. You think we'll get some fairly low scores as you run through the week, or you think the pins will be harder as you go?
Yeah, I think once they make the cut, and we get the field cut in half, I think, they're going to make it tougher on the guys, and they're going to back it up a little bit. It played, about as short as it's going to play today. So they'll move tees back, and, Dennis certainly knows the greens better than I do, but if there are any pins to be hidden, that they'll find spots to hide them for the final round. So, 8 under is leading right now, Ross Thompson. There's a couple 7s, a 6, and a bunch of 5 unders. Shooting a bunch, 4 or 5 under rounds in a row here and winning at 20 under. That's not going to happen. The winning score might be fairly low compared to usual state opens, but I'm thinking maybe 14, 12, 13, 14 under.
All right, Gary, let me take you. Let's cross our sports here a little bit. Last week, let's talk a little baseball. Because you and
do we have to?
Yeah, we do. You and Bobby Stricker got to throw out the first pitches at a Brewers home game last week.
How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, explain. Well, you don't have to explain the process, but how cool was that both you and Bobby Stricker got a chance to walk out to the mound and throw out a ceremonial first pitch?
It was really cool. I was really honored. It was fun to do with Bobby, and I live on a dead end road with no neighbors who are of age to play baseball with. So I went down to the railroad tracks and threw rocks at a telephone pole to get ready for this, which is probably not the right way to do it. And I'll tell you what, I pitched out 60 feet. I'm throwing rocks, and I'm hitting that telephone pole more than often than not. But then I get out on the mound and I turn around. The catcher looked like he was a mile away.
A long way away.
60 feet, believe me, is a long way for a 68-year-old guy.
Did you bounce it to him, or did you get it in the air?
He missed everything.
What?
No, I wouldn't.
He
I
missed
don't say that,
everything.
Dennis. It wasn't that bad.
Oh, there were stands who called me and said, you better stick to writing. Not throwing balls.
I threw it a little bit wide, but the catcher should have caught it. He admitted it. He admitted it. He said, I think I got the ball from him, and it was Quentin Berry, the first baseman. And I said, I think I hear a couple of boos. They're booing me. And Quentin said, they're booing me. I should have caught it. So it was a fastball all the way.
Oh, no.
And Bobby's throw
right on.
Right, yeah, pretty good, huh?
Right on.
It was good. It was good. Mine had a few more miles per hour on it, I will say.
Okay, yeah.
but hers got to home plate better than mine did. We'll
and
put
hers
it
was a curveball, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, gravity
it was a little
makes it all
looper.
curve.
It was
right?
a looper.
Yeah.
All putts are a straight putt, and gravity
Only the
makes
ground
them
makes
turn.
it go
That's right.
We had fun, though. That was a lot of fun.
We're going to talk to Mario next after a very good weekend on the Champions Tour. That was pretty fun to watch where he sat in that tournament. We won't talk about the three. Dennis will bring up.
No, I'm not going to bring nothing.
You're not bringing it up. No. All right, Dennis isn't going to. No. But that was pretty cool, huh? That Mario, we've been waiting for him to find the first page of the leaderboard, and Dennis, you've been saying it was going to happen, but that was pretty cool, huh, Gary?
Oh, really happy for him. I was watching the leaderboard the whole way. I know he got up to second place at one point, and he was a couple shots off the lead, and I'm thinking, here we go, Mario. Wouldn't this be special if he won? But I'll tell you, fifth place with the best senior players in the world ain't too shabby, is it?
Not bad at all. Gary D'Amato, it's always good to visit with you. Enjoy your week in Minocqua. Go ahead and buy something this week if you want to. You can cover it later. Wisconsin.Golf.
All right, and it almost was a strike. I just want to leave you with that.
Okay,
all
good idea.
right. And Gary,
thanks, guys.
And when you buy something up there, send the bill to Tiz.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
At TPC
I'll do that.
Wisconsin.
Good luck
do
with
that.
that. Yeah. All the best. We are going to talk
Thanks,
with Mario Tiziani. Thank you, Gary. We are going to talk with Mario Tiziani, fresh off a top 5 in a Champions Tour event in Canada over the weekend. Mario Tiziani will join us on the other side. Talking golf at TPC Wisconsin.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents.
All right, so we're doing Mario here. All right.
Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
University Ridge has been the proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship since 2016. We've enjoyed working with the American Family team to create 9 years of magical moments at University Ridge. Open to the public and consistently considered one of the best values in the country, University Ridge is the place for golf in southern Wisconsin. Book your tee time up to 90 days out online at universityridge.com. Play where the Badgers and the pros play, University Ridge.
When you or a loved one could use a helping hand, turn to the caring team of experts in senior living at Oak Park.
Mario is ready.
I needed someone to help me navigate senior living for my wife. I called Oak Park Place. They were with me every step of the way from the first call through move-in day. Choose a community that promotes independence when you want it, assistance when you need it. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
Why drive an ordinary car when for the same monthly payment you could be driving something extraordinary? Aaron Perkins, General Manager, Zimbrick European. Imagine yourself behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche. More safety, performance, and luxury, and way more fun. And getting more costs less than you think. Zimbrick European makes leasing affordable. Discover the value for yourself. Stop in and test drive a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche today. Visit Zimbrick European and find out why leasing the car of your dreams makes so much sense.
TPC Wisconsin offers fantastic facilities for the whole family. They not only provide members with 18 holes of an elite golfing caliber challenge, but an Olympic-sized swimming pool, spacious accommodations for family gatherings, weddings, corporate business meetings, and a variety of programs for the junior golfers. Question is, are you up for the TPC Wisconsin fantastic facilities? Now's the time to tee up a TPC membership. Call 608-249-1000.
Relationships.
Building them.
Making them last a lifetime.
Since 1978, Clary has worked to develop true relationships with you, our customers. Hi, I'm Sean Cleary, president of Cleary Building Corp. Relationships are what drive our success. So whether you are looking at storage for your toys or a new egg building, we hope to exceed your expectations each time we serve you. We are here for every stage of your life. Build your dreams today at clearybuilding.com.
Dennis Tiziani. I'm Paul Brown, and joining us now is Mario Tiziani. If Tiz will get off his telephone.
Tiz is on the phone.
Gee, minute.
Are you calling Mario? We got him on the phone here.
Mario was with the PGA Tour Champions up in Canada over the weekend. And Mario, you had a great weekend up there. Recap it for us.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to compete. For a change, I've been working hard, and yeah, I had a good 3 days. It was gratifying. I was late in the day on all the days, so I got to test kind of what I had. So it was fun. It was a great week. I finished fifth, and kind of had a chance to win, which it doesn't happen very often for me. So it was a good week.
You've spent some time playing in Canada. I don't know if you played there before. Did it feel like going home a little bit? Did that relax you? Does that have anything to do with the good scores?
Good question. I stay with a friend of mine up there and his wife. the last 3 years I've played there. He caddied for me probably 20 or 25 years ago when I played the Canadian Tour, so I've kept in touch with him. And I had some home cooking, so that was nice. So maybe that helped a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I feel comfortable up there for whatever reason. I think I just have good vibes. I've played well up there, and yeah, I was excited to go, and I played the course a lot. It's a very strategic golf course, and yeah, I guess maybe all those things combined helped.
Mario, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but the top 36 eventually play for the Schwab Cup Championship. I think as of today, you're 45th, and about $64,000 out of getting into that top 36. Obviously, the numbers will change, but is that a fair assessment, and how do you evaluate where you're at right now with 3 events left?
Well, and I have more than 3. I think I have probably close to 6 or hopefully 7. Yeah, I've got this week, and then 3 and 1 more for the regular season. So I guess 5 more, and then I'll be in the first playoff event, and then I actually think I'll probably be in the second playoff event. So I've got a good rip to get it done. If I keep doing what I'm doing, I should be fine.
What's good about the game right now? Obviously, you said you've been working at it. What clicked? What's going well for you to be able to score as you did?
I did an interview after the first round, and it was honestly, it's just self-belief. I think just really trying to have that, just have the self-belief. I paid a lot of attention to guys that are at the top of the leaderboard, and it's the same guys every week. It really is. I mean, there's maybe one other guy in there that you don't recognize, but they play well every week, and I think there's just a belief factor that they're going to play well. And I decided that I was going to, after I was close to the lead after the first day, that I was going to go out there with a mindset of just staying aggressive and understanding that, you're not going to win the tournament playing conservative, I guess. Not that I was brash and firing at every flag, but the mentality was a little bit different for me, where I just kind of wanted to keep the pedal down. If I feel like I'm going to be a winner out here, I don't think I can have a different mentality than, having to shoot 4, 5, 6 under every day. So, that's 20 birdies probably if you're going to throw in a couple bogeys. So you can't go out there trying not to make mistakes. And so I just kind of changed my mindset, and had a mentality that I was gonna, I belong there, and if I'm gonna win, you can't step away from it. I mean, you need to be uncomfortable, and so that was just, it was a different mindset. It was a little bit more self-belief. I've worked hard, and I just felt like I needed to trust that.
Mario, if you were to pick one aspect of your game to take it to that next level, is there something that you could identify to say, I need to do this?
I think it's just maybe what I just said. I always go back to that. I probably haven't. I'm statistically not the best putter. But I think a lot of that is because I don't expect in my, if I go down to my core, I don't think that I expect to make a lot of putts, for whatever reason. I mean, and I've been fortunate to play with a lot of good players recently that, they do it all the time, and they're not sheepish about it. I mean, to make Bernard Longer to make 4 putts outside of 30 feet around, I've watched it half a dozen times, and he literally expects that. So, I think it's just a mindset, and if I can, accept that, hey, look, if you're going to win out here, you've got to make putts, you've got to get it up and down, and I've been doing those things. The birdie conversion is probably where I haven't, and I think that's just a lack of commitment, maybe, of trying to make birdies versus trying not to 3 putt.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah. Dennis has talked about willing putts to go in. That's what those who win on the tour do. Let me ask you about the making the turn yesterday to play the final 9 in a championship weekend and to be on the first page of the leaderboard. How much are you paying attention to the leaderboard? Are you seeing it? And does it that had to be a really cool feeling. It's been a bit on this tour, certainly, since you've been in that spot.
Yeah, it was super fun because I literally, I felt great. Even going to bed at night. I've been known to be anxious and, all those things, but I was excited every single day. And I'm sure it was the self-talk that I've had for several months of, I believe, the self-belief. And I'll be perfectly honest. I got to the back 9 and I felt it for sure.
Yeah.
And it wasn't awful. I lost the speed of the greens a little bit. I made some putts, don't get me wrong, but I did 3 putt, I think 9, 11 from about 30 feet. That was for par, and then the last hole, I 3 putted. So I had a chance to win. The par 5s are not difficult there at all, and I think in the week I bogeyed 3 of them. So, but to answer your question, the back 9 was great. I hit really good shots. I think on the greens is where I probably felt it the most. I just kind of lost the speed and got a little bit anxious, but I chalked it up to learning. 54, I'm still learning. But
It's funny.
I watched Darren Clark, and he tore it up. He went the other way, right? He seemed like he got more relaxed and got it done.
Your dad was chuckling when you talked about the par 5s.
Yeah.
He promised he wasn't going to say anything about them.
Yeah, 6s are. Yeah, those are not acceptable. But
that's
the way it goes.
He's doing really good, and as I told you of this same story about Steve a while back, his history is in his future. This boy's history is in his future coming up. You can just see it. He hits the ball as good or better than anybody there, and as soon as he figures out that he's as good as or better than, he's he's young as far as a senior goes. So we'll wait and see. Again, I've got great confidence in him. I called him prior to the tournament and said, geez, you played on the Canadian Tour, you won Canadian Tour Opens. Why can't we win this?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he birdies 4 holes in a row. Goes like mad. So his history's in the future. He's getting old. He's just getting into it.
Yeah.
And plus the athletic chromosome is an X, which you all know, right?
Yeah, we've heard this.
Yeah. So, and the athletic chromosome is a female thing, so I had nothing to do with it.
We knew that.
But his mom, that's another story.
Is that on tape? We're going to save that. We're going to play that back. Let's switch gears here just a little bit, Mario. We had Nate on, and we talked a little bit about the preliminary plans for the AmFam Championship coming here in terms of parking and bleachers and all of those kind of things, the economic impact. You're on the Champions Tour now. You're intricately involved in this project, TPC. What do you think the event is going to be like for the guys on that tour?
I think it'll be great. I think they'll enjoy it. I assume you're talking about the potential team component, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're going to love it. I've actually talked to a lot of them. Steve asked them, and they're all going to tell him it's great. So I thought it was important that kind of on the side said, look, I know you're going to tell him what he wants to hear, but do you like it? And there's overwhelmingly everybody's super excited about it. So I think the membership will love it. I think the fans will love it. It'll be a shot in the arm for the tournament. Just something different, and I think it'll give everybody an opportunity to see the characters we have out there. Because in the team thing, there's high fiving, there's laughing, there's all of those things. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to win. So I think you're going to see some competitiveness, and but also going to be able to see kind of what these guys are really like.
Mario, let me leave you with this. In our next segment, Izzy's going to be on, and we're going to talk about playing against mom and dad and sister and stuff. Do you remember the first time you beat your dad on the golf course for 18 holes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, it was at Fiddlesticks in Naples. I don't remember how old I was, but I think I shot, I don't remember the score, but I think I shot 71 and he shot 74, so it wasn't even close.
He let me know about it.
I'm sure he did. He'll never forget that.
He didn't hesitate on that.
No, he knew it right away.
He knew
it right away. Wow. Hey, well, keep up the great work. It's great to visit with you. Congratulations on a fantastic weekend, and let this be the springboard as you roll forward.
I hope so. Thanks. Take care, guys.
All right,
Thanks,
see you.
Mario.
See you. Actually, it was 71 to 73.
Oh, I don't know.
And I was coaching, and he actually shot the low score of all the players.
Come on.
And he was 14 years old.
We'll be back after this timeout here at TPC Wisconsin.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Now is the time to take the short drive to Wild Rock Golf Club and experience championship golf in the heart of Wisconsin. Located in the Wisconsin Dells, this Herdston Fry masterpiece offers stunning views from elevated tee boxes with greens that roll fast and true. Cut from the natural beauty of the Dells, Wild Rock is sure to dazzle your senses. Secluded and sheltered from the outside world, Wild Rock is unlike any place you've played before. Come be part of the Wild Rock experience by booking your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com.
Hi, it's Matt LePay, and if you're a homeowner, this message is for you. If you're tired of worrying about your roof, siding, or gutters, look no further than Ridgetop Exteriors. With over 22 years of experience, they've got you covered, literally. From roofing to siding, windows to doors, and everything in between, trust Ridgetop Exteriors to enhance your home's curb appeal and protect it from the elements. Call them today for a free consultation and experience the peace of mind that comes with quality craftsmanship. Get started at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Are you in need of some rehabilitation to get you back on your feet after a fall or surgery? This is Paul Braun with Oak Park Place. Make a call to Oak Park Place Rehabilitation to develop a customized plan with their highly trained therapy staff. Whether it's inpatient or out, they will work with your physician to get you back on your feet fast. Located on the east and west side of Madison and in Janesville, Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more. TPC Wisconsin is the Total People Center, offering you and your family a totally enjoyable experience. That includes a challenging 18-hole layout, a good variety of programs for junior golfers, indoor and outdoor tennis, athletic performance center, swimming pool, luxurious locker room, and spacious accommodations for family gatherings and weddings. TPC Wisconsin, a Total People Center and a complete game for the whole family. For membership details, call 608-249-1000.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Back with you on Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin, and we enter into our final couple of segments here. Interesting conversation with Mario Tiziani in the previous segment. That's on and working. I can hear that, Dave. So Mario joined us in the previous segment, and we kind of keep it in the family. Izzi Stricker, we're kind of scrambling to get the headsets all worked out. Izzi is here and in person, and I think now you can hear us and we can hear you. All right, so I just asked Mario if he remembered the first time he beat Dad, Grandpa here. How about you? Remember the first time you beat Mom on a golf course?
Oh, yeah.
18 holes?
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I first outdrove her.
Oh.
She got so mad.
So did Bobby when you outdrove her.
Yeah, Bobby's gone to new
Bobby
clubs
switched
because you
drivers
outdrove
after
her.
that.
That's
She's
right.
like, I've had enough of that.
Bobby went to California to get fit.
Yeah. But 18 holes. I mean, your mom's, obviously
She's quite a player.
Tremendous player.
Yeah, she gets competitive. We just played out here a little bit. She went in for dinner, but we get after it. We're probably the two most outwardly competitive in our family.
Yeah.
And it shows. We rode in two separate carts today.
Any gimmies between the two of you?
Oh, no.
Nothing's given.
Absolutely not.
Nothing's given.
No.
Well, you're going to be a freshman at the University of Wisconsin here in a matter of, well, you are a freshman, but, you will be part of the team as you begin collegiate golf here shortly. That has to be pretty exciting. Your sister did that, obviously, after playing a lot of tennis. And this is the next step. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is the next level. I'm really excited. I just got my schedule, and it'll be a lot of golf, but there'll be a lot of fun and school in there too. I'm nervous. I want to make a move right away, and I just know I have to be patient. There'll be a lot of stuff going on, and just try to settle in and get a good schedule as a freshman. And my grandpa's talked about it before, school comes first and just focus on that right away, and golf will come along with it. But, I'm going to try hard to make that traveling team right away, and I believe I can do it. I've been playing well, and I know I can perform under pressure like that. So.
How do you feel about your game right now? Where are you improving in your mind?
I think it's more course management, and I had an injury this summer, which caused me to withdraw from 3 pretty big tournaments. And so I feel like I wasn't necessarily behind in the tournament aspect, but that kind of made me a little anxious. But I played the Sherri a few weeks ago, and I won that one. So I think coming down the stretch and being able to hit shots like that, I've really improved on. The last few years of high school, that's what I got better at. I finished strong. And I made some better decisions out there. My swing has been progressing. I'm getting stronger. My short game has gotten more consistent. So I think all around, I'm just keep getting better and just keep working at it.
Who's your teacher? If you have to turn somebody, is it Dad? Mom's obviously has a great understanding, and so does Grandpa. So who do you go to?
My number one is my dad.
Yeah.
I talk to him about everything. But honestly, my whole family.
Yeah.
I get in his ear.
Yeah.
My uncle Mario,
Yeah.
my sister, my mom. Everyone. I was with my cousin Ryan today, and we were going over my swing, and just I loved outwardly talking about that stuff. And you can think about it, but when you hear it from other people and you hear the same thing, it gives you confidence to go back out on the range, and you're like, you know what, this is what I should be working on, and I got 7 people saying the same thing, so it's nice.
Izzy, what do you, in terms of Bobby and what she's trying to accomplish right now, what would you say that we don't understand about how difficult it is, all of the things that she's going through with the truly lack of the amount of time that she's played the game?
Yeah. I've seen professional golf now from 2 perspectives. I've watched my dad in his prime, and he makes it look so easy. And now I'm watching my sister start from kind of the bottom. And she's worked her way up faster than I think anyone could for playing tennis in high school. I tell that story to people, and they're like, really? She played tennis in high school and played Division I golf and is now doing well in the professional world. And I just have gained so much respect for professionals, seeing her go through all of that. And I think what people don't know is the mental side, unless you see someone close to you or you go through it. And just the grind every day, she spends so much time doing it.
Tiz, we got about less than a minute, but you know what she's about to venture into because of your background. So what is she entering into starting here in the next week or 2?
Well, she's just getting started in another competitive level.
Yeah.
Because now she's going to play against players that are very good in multiple states.
Yeah.
So she's going to have to be able to compete, but it'll be the same thing. Look, just beat the course. That's all you have to do. Beat the course. It's all yours. Where your focus is on how you play in each hole. She's got a little different mental awareness than what I've experienced in places where not only is she understands the competitive level, but she performs in that competitive level in a tight situation.
Well, so there's a little toughness in this little one. I don't mean that in a negative way.
No.
There's a toughness in her. We've talked about that, and you just replicated that in the conversation. That final 9 of a tournament, you're kind of comfortable being uncomfortable. You want to compete.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
My favorite part.
Yeah.
My favorite.
It's pretty cool.
I think we got to wrap it up,
Yeah.
but we could
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
for a long time.
I
You'll
know.
have to come back.
Yes.
Yeah. Can
Come
we?
back
You do that?
anytime.
All right.
Yes.
Anytime. We got.
We'll be back to close it out after this time out here at TPC.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Why drive an ordinary car when for the same monthly payment, you could be driving something extraordinary? Aaron Perkins, General Manager, Zimbrick European. Imagine yourself behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche. More safety, performance, and luxury, and way more fun. And getting more costs less than you think. Zimbrick European makes leasing affordable. Discover the value for yourself. Stop in and test drive a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche today. Visit Zimbrick European and find out why leasing the car of your dreams makes so much sense.
University Ridge has been the proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship since 2016. We've enjoyed working with the American Family team to create 9 years of magical moments at University Ridge. Open to the public and consistently considered one of the best values in the country, University Ridge is the place for golf in southern Wisconsin. Book your tee time up to 90 days out online at universityridge.com. Play where the Badgers and the pros play. University Ridge.
Oak Park Place Memory Care Communities meet residents where they are in the journey with Alzheimer's and other form of dementia. This is Paul Braun for Oak Park Place. When you need to take that first step and learn more, turn to the experts at Oak Park Place. You'll meet a compassionate team who will help residents find purpose, tailored to individual needs through a success-oriented program. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
About a minute, 15 minute and a half.
Crepes. Do you spend more time searching for your ball than actually playing? Well, listen up. Clary has the perfect solution for you. The Clary Golf Getaway is the perfect addition to any commercial or storage building. Picture this. Your custom getaway complete with a fresh-cut putting green and a clubhouse so cozy you'll make it your second home. Hi, I'm Sean Clary. We all need a little getaway, so why not go for the green with a new Clary building?
If you're a golfer who likes a challenge, consider being a member at TPC Wisconsin. The course provides you with a very challenging 18-hole layout that makes you think before you hit your next shot. After your round, you can relax at the completely renovated clubhouse. The new facility includes 3 restaurants, tennis courts, driving range, and programs for juniors, plus other great amenities. Are you up for the TPC Wisconsin Challenge? For details on becoming a member, 608-249-1000.
Okay, I'm going to pull back the curtain here just a little bit. Sometimes we'll say to guests, boy, I wish we had more time because we...
That was one of those.
And it's not always true, but when we were just talking to Izzy, man, we could do a whole show with just putting Izzy and Bobby kick Tiz out of here. And then, Paul, just you and I with Bobby and Izzy. And
Can
talk
we
the
vote
whole
on
hour.
that?
Yeah, well, it's 2-1.
There's only 2 votes that count.
That's right.
That's good,
She's
boys.
really good, huh? I mean,
just keep it up, boys.
Izzy's really good. Both those girls, both your granddaughters, they're obviously great players. And they got a lot of resources with which to work in the game. Yeah. But they're also really good in a conversation, socially, whether it's at the putting green and having a conversation or putting a microphone headset on. It's all really good. So we're wishing Bobby all the best. She is at Q School out in California. Steve went with. So she'll play. She's playing practice rounds. We'll play later this week. And Izzy gets her collegiate career started in the next couple of weeks. Also, a big thank you and congratulations to Mario on a fantastic weekend. We'll be back and do this again next Monday, talking golf from TPC Wisconsin in Madison.
News Talk 1310 WIBA Madison.